Hello, welcome. We're gonna be making a Wolfenstein 3D-like game, part 6, I believe. And I'm out of energy. I'm just completely stumped as to whether I'll be able to finish this or not. We've gotten pretty far. We've gotten basically the engine is like has been good to go for a few whatsits now. Make sure the microphone works. I redid the map. I drew some new art. When I say art, I'm putting that in quotes. But the walls, we have more walls. There's a little bit of variety, and that's good. It's a good thing. But there's something key missing. I added the silver door as well. So, we have all the ingredients we need to recreate Wolfenstein 3D levels. And this is pretty good in terms of like how easy it is to make levels. Just making a level. This is not the level. This is the level, but I wanted level 1 actually. There it is. This took me like 15 minutes, and this is like 5% of what a proper level should be. But I had allocated myself 7 days to make 5 levels. I think I'm good there. That starts this weekend. What I need, though, and what I'm missing is enemies. So I only have one enemy. I've tried to art more enemies. This one doesn't even have all the sprites that I had planned on it having. The original plan was make like 12 different sprites for walking, for shooting, for dying. That is unlikely to happen because I need to do that. I have planned 7 enemies, and the odds of that happening, 0. That's just beyond my talents. So what I'm gonna do to help myself out today is I'm gonna work on a couple of things. And the first thing I'm going to work on actually is going to be message pop-ups. So having a little trigger on the floor, you walk over, and a little text box pop-up. A little thought from the character, or like a little bit of lore or some narration or something like that. Because I think that is important. The other thing I'm going to do, and this is vital to actually finishing the game, is we're gonna start cutting a lot of corners on the mob art. So this is like 5 different sprites. This is going to go down to 1 sprite, and we're going to animate it via tweening the single sprite. We're gonna do Dungeon Master style animation where we just have the still frame of the monster, and then we're just going to rotate it. Or not rotate, we're not even rotating. We're going to flip it. We're going to jiggle it a little. And we can have an attack animation, which is just a single frame, but we're going to like push the mob forward. Like we're going to move the sprite physically forward in the world and then retract it when the attack is done. And then the death we're not going to have a death animation. That's just not going to happen. So we're going to have to animate it like how it is now, where you shoot the enemy and they could just descend into the floor. I'm probably going to have to change that up a little so that the sprite doesn't just like descend into the floor. It actually rotates. But yeah, so we do all of that, and then all I need to make a mob is 2 to 3 sprites, and that is still a lot for me, but it's not impossible. So yeah, Before we get going on that though, it's more important that I have this whole list of things that I have done. I absolutely want to get, where is it? It's up here somewhere. Message hint tiles. That's vital. I want to get this. I don't know if it's going to be called Sixth Sense, but basically, in Nightmare 3D, if you walk by a secret, your eyeball glows, and I think that's cool. So I'm gonna have something similar to where, like, if you walk by a secret, your HUD gives off a Sixth Sense kind of thing. And then we need all these monsters. And then if we have all of that, the rest of this stuff, it'd be nice to have a flashlight. It'd be nice to have a laser sight. It'd be nice to have coffee table. We don't need that for the final product. This we do. This we do. This we do. Okay. Enough. Let's go. To make the message appear, I am going to create a new UI element. I'm going to sneeze as well. Okay, good. Good sneeze. We're going to call this message box. I actually think I want to have two different message boxes. The other thing, I know in Wolfenstein 3D, there's no like text up here in the top left corner when you pick stuff up. And there isn't like every other FPS ever. I think that's actually important that we have that. So I do want to add that in. We can just steal that from Martian Crawl because it has the same exact thing. So I might just copy that code and recycle it. But I do want to have a like pop up here that comes and fades in and then fades out. And that's what we're making right now. Did I make it already? No, I must have canceled. We're gonna make, cool. I didn't name it. That's totally fine. We're gonna go ahead and call this message box. Yeah. We're gonna back it with a text direct. And that texture is going to be, it could be a gradient for now. There's no like single color option. Compressed texture, canvas texture, maybe canvas texture. No, viewport tech, no, not viewport. It's weird that I know what half of these are now. Yeah. Take the gradient. Let's get rid of the gradient. I've changed my mind. What about the one-dimensional gradient? Sure. Okay. Maybe we make this a little transparent. Just a little transparent. 200. And I actually might make this black with white text. In fact, I should do that. Yeah, I absolutely should do that. Can I make this go away? Thank you. Okay, now we just need to put the player sprite here, the player face particularly. I don't know how to do that. I know that I want to take this object right here and I want to clone it. So maybe Godot clone sprite 2D. Duplicate. up here. Didn't ask for that. Godot use sprite 2D in multiple scenes. What I could do is in code, just make this a sprite 2D. And then when the time comes, fill it with whatever. For now, we'll just fill it with the icon like so. This should probably be in the corner. Can we make it snap to the corner? Yeah. Okay, and then we put the text here that we want. The text that we want. Okay. Now we just need to create a message box handler where we call a function. It will spawn this message, or it shouldn't spawn the message box. It'll make the message box fade into existence. Then we will feed it the text that we want. We'll feed it the character portrait that we want. We only have one, so you know that's whatever. And then it'll fade out, and then we'll be happy. Yeah, let's just do that. Message box handler. Let's make it global. Oh, or put that over here. Okay, that's fine. Okay, great. I'm gonna say that this is good to go, question mark. For now, do I need to rename these? Probably. Let's call this message text. And let's call this speaker sprite. Cool. And then we will save this in UI message box.tscn. Cool. Okay, to the world, we must add this thing that we just invented. It is a control, but it needs to go up here. So, bum, 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 put that in there. Put that, oh, that's big. I don't want it to be that big. I wish I had made the gradient a different color. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, that's fine. That's a fine size. We'll just put it up here. It should be invisible by default. What we're going to do is in the world, we're going to, when we exist, we're going to register this message box with the message box handler. So message box handler dot register message box. Great. Dear message box handler. Func register message box. Message box param control var message box UI control. Okay, we're all registered up now. Now we just need to have a couple of functions. I think we do want this, we want a physics process here. We can't ready because we're a global. I mean, we can ready, but there's little value in doing that. We would like to have a timer. Const message duration 10 seconds might be too long, but whatever. Var, okay, if message box UI dot visible, if we're not visible, return. Else, if message timer is greater than message duration, message timer equals false. Make the message box go away. We should probably not just like poof it out of existence. We should make it fade in. We need a tween. Tween equals create tween. Tween dot tween property. The object is the message box UI. Modulate color 1111 duration 1.0. Okay. Oh wait, no, hold on. 1110. Right. Because we're making it disappear. Await tween dot finished. Then we'll set the message box to visible equals to false. Then we'll set the message box UI dot modulate equals color 1111. We can undo that, and then I don't know, we're done. Oh, I guess we don't need to set this. Func display message param string speaker string equals player. I don't know. Expected indented blah. Oh, right. Yes, I haven't finished writing. If we, first of all, we just go into the message box UI dot text direct dot text equals message param message box UI dot get node texture rect speaker sprite dot texture. No, I think what we can do is let's register the sprite 3D. Back to world. Message box handler dot register player sprite. Done. Okay, and then we go back to our message handler. We're almost done. Equals player sprite. Then we set the timer equal to 0. Oh. Wait. No, I want to like replace the face sprite. If I do this, does that work? And then we create a tween. But first we need to make this visible. And I don't think we need to await this finishing. Okay, cool. So theoretically, first of all, if we run this, the game should work fine. Then we can attach, every time we press use, where's my input handler? Player.use, let's go into the player. Message box handler dot display message. I hit the use key. Oh. Okay. Godot clone reference of sprite 2D. The duplicate method. Well, let's try that. No? Okay. Is there a way to just replace the sprite? Because, like, this is just a placeholder. But I guess what I really care about is... No, I want to replace the entire sprite 2D. I want to remove this. And then Maybe add child? Maybe. Let me try changing this to a point. Is that a control? A thing that exists to attach things to it. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of a canvas layer. Or a cell. What's a cell? Hold on, what is a cell? Oh, I defined that. I invented cell. Yeah, anyway. Let's go ahead and add child. Argument 1 should be node, but is texture 2D. Oh, yes, that's fair. And then when this is up, we should really just separate this out into its own function. And then this will run into a problem if we hit spacebar twice, because it'll try and add child twice. Why is this? I mean, this is doing what I want it to do, but why is it not where it should be? And also, it didn't fade in. It just popped into existence, which is wrong. Oh, it probably did that because yeah, no, that's fair. Message box UI dot modulate equals color 1110. There we go. This didn't modulate in, but I don't know. Five, 6, 7. Oh, you know what? I didn't actually finish writing this. I didn't finish writing this because the message timer never increments. Else. Why is that happening? That shouldn't happen because the mess. Okay, hold on. Let me just debug. Let's just look in the world. We'll see that there is in fact in the control, there's a message box. It's visible. It has a speaker sprite. But now it's hidden. So this should be hidden too, right? If I click here, it's not hidden. It's hidden now. Oh, you're hiding yourself. Okay, cool. Why is that not hiding? Annoying. Oh, it should be a node 2D. Okay. Okay, change to node 2D. Yes. Sure. You know what? We'll figure that one out in just a second. Just fade away. It works. That was the problem. All right. Sprite 2D. Why is the face? Oh, I know why. I know why. Because its position, it has a position. Oh, that's annoying. Because this is offset from the control that it's in. So that exact same offset applies here as well. Oh. Oh no. There's an easy solution, but I think that's gonna. Okay, let me easy solution this. Face right. Really? This is it? That can't be. How are we changing this? Oh, I have a script attached. Oh, if I have a script attached, then we're actually good. This is fine. The way we fix this is we create a control face box. Cool. Sorry, control face box. Let me go back in here. We move the face box down here. We put the face sprite in here, and then we reset its transform. And then if we want to move this, yeah, we just move the whole dang box. All right, great. That should fix it. Oh, right, this isn't gonna work. I need to fix the thing that I broke. Cannot call method get node on a null value. What? Why is this a problem? There's no player now? Why was that working before, but now it's broken? That doesn't, what? Oh, it's because the get parents. I added a new parent to worry about. There we go, okay. I hit space. Yeah, okay, that's where the face is, and that's not correct, but easily fixed. I should make this a control. And then I can move it around and I can scale it. Oh no, I can do that too, but I don't particularly. Like, I'm not fully on board with whatever, but we can scale this now. Scale. Two. Okay. So now the face should be big. Yeah, okay. That is true. Moving these didn't do anything. How do I move the position? Do I have to hold control? Nope. Hold alt. Oh, hold alt. Of course. Let's go ahead and put this here. Uh-oh. That sprite's not updated. Maybe that's fine. I don't know why that's happening. Maybe that's fine. I don't know why it's rotating left and right periodically, but it's not updating bloodiness stat. I think I want that to be smaller. That's too big. We can make it leaner. That's fine. This is fine. Okay, this looks fine. So now, the only other thing I need now are tiles that when you walk over them, it makes a message pop up. I think we can just have an item with no sprite. If we do that, everything else we should get for free. The only question is, what's the message? So I think that can be something that we actually define in a separate file. Message file. So you walk over, I put the item down that says when you walk over me, I make a message pop up. That message I can fetch from message file.exe or what, I don't know. Spacing out now. Do I make a new handler? I think having the level handler handle that is actually fine. We need to have like level strategies. The level strategy can have messages. Yeah, let's just have a level strategy. Let that manage levels. How did is there a way to, oh yeah, I can, is there a way to dynamically generate a class name? I think I explored this problem in Martian Crawl and discovered the answer was no. So I did level strategies for Martian Crawl. So like on level 3, get the level 3 strategy. And the way I did that is I just had a big ass match case function. That's like, you're on level 3, here's the level 3 class. I probably have to do that here. It's whatever. Let's go to items. I'm going to create a new resource. We're going to call it the hint resource. The hint resource has a hint script. There we go. Now we just take any old thing, no sprite path, no pickup audio, on stepped on, label, no message, box, handler dot display message. You found a hint. Good job. And then we go to our level. This might be something worth. I do want to make more of these tile map layers. I want to separate out doors and secrets from everything else. At least secrets. I think secrets should be like secrets data. I might do that next. I do want decors to be their own thing as well. That would make my life easier. But these can be entities for now. I have plenty of additional tiles. So what is that? 1, 2? Yeah, 1, 2. We'll go into the level loader and instruct the level loader. 1, 2 is an item called the hint item. 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 2. We will get an item, load the hint resource. We will spawn it in, and then there it is. All right, now we just gotta go to the entity data, and we gotta add us a hint. There it is. Let's put it here. All right, great. Oh, we can't call load on a nothing. Damn it. There we go. There's a big nothing there. And we found a hint. Yes. Fleshing that out is just going to be a matter of copy and pasting from Martian Crawl. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a level strategy with what I'm basically planning on doing is instead of this, we're going to go a level handler dot get level strategy dot message 1. And then we'll just have whatever in there, and then message 1 through message 9 can be different hints on the map. I'll make a little tile that for each message possibility, and then we're good. We're cooking. I'll just leave that commented out for future me to figure out. I'm gonna say this is done, even though it needs to be cleaned up. Okay, that was the most important thing. The next most important thing is I need my mobs to wiggle. I hit the use key. Great. I don't want that anymore. Get that out of here. Yeah, so this animation's going away because this is placeholder, but I'm not going to be able to do better. So it's just, they're just not going to have animation at all. So I need them to, first of all, stop animating. Got to remember where that is. I think it's because they're animated sprite 3Ds, and if I just turn them into sprite 3Ds, we're good. Yeah, okay. Oh, is this gonna work? Because they're sliding around on the floor. If we're not awake and we're not dead, let me try. Else we are either awake or dead. Let's have the animated sprite 3D have a random position of This should look ridiculous, but let's see it. Oh, non-existent function position. What did I think this was? Do animated sprites not have a position? They're not Node 3Ds? I'm sorry. That can't be right. How does this not have a position? Geometry. Like, yeah, it's a Node 3. It has a position. It's right here. What? What do you mean? Did I? Oh, did I not type position? No, I did type position. Equals. Oh, I'm an idiot. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is exactly. Yeah, okay. All right. Let's calm that down a little. Okay. That's close to what I want, actually. That is actually pretty close to what I want. I don't want it to end. I don't want it to change every frame, though. I want it to change like every 10 frames. So anim var anim update equals time equals 0.0 const anim update interval equals 0.4. If anim update time is greater than anim update interval, else anim update time plus equals delta. Okay. That's a little better. We do want it to periodically flip. If randi range 1, 2 equals 1, animated sprite 3D dot flip h. Does this work? Flip? Do it? Do it? I don't think it works. That's okay. We'll just set this equal to true. Or actually what we could do is if equals 1 else false. We can just do this instead. Ternary it up. Ternaries make code ugly and unreadable. Hey, I saw that. They're flipping. Yeah. All right, we got it. So this is basically what I was planning. I do want to have a shoot sprite. So like this isn't entirely what it's going to look like, but it is close. Actually, what might be helpful is if we're shooting, stop moving. Oh, we do have that. Oh, and if we do shoot, we should set this to 0. Okay, let's get shot a little. You shouldn't be flipping, because the anim update time is separate from the think time. Let's set the anim update interval to negative 1.0 as well. So you shoot, you stop moving. You need to stop moving for longer than that to sell it. Half a second is not long enough. I think that works. I think that works. I mean, we could go for 2 seconds. I'm actually fine with that, if that looks better. That might be too long. That might be too long. 1.5 though. I also want to make them faster. They're very slow. And it's fine that they're slow for development purposes, but I think it's problematic if they're that slow. Oh yeah, okay, maybe that's too fast, but what, did they all 3 synchronize stop? Okay, I think that's fine. There is one more thing. We want the death to not be descended to the ground anymore. That's perfectly fine. I would like them to rotate. I do not know how to rotate them, but there is this thing called rotate right here. So we're going to try it. Tween property self rotation vector 3 position dot x. Oh, what am I doing? No, 0.090. Oh, this needs to be in radians, doesn't it? Deg to 0.0 deg to rad 90 0.0. Hold on, 1.0. There we go. All right, this is gonna look stupid because I don't know math off the top of my head, but that's okay. It's easier to just... Is that guy dead? They didn't rotate at all. Why is that not rotating? Oh, because they're billboarded. That's... Oh, we can't do that because they're billboarded. Unless we turn off the billboard. Why billboard? Okay, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Oh, shoot. Okay, that's definitely the wrong rotation. That's also the wrong rotation. We want the Z rotation. Yeah. We want them to die. So negative 90. It's a shame that I can't billboard them and rotate them. Or can I? Godot billboard rotate. Billboard with rotation. Damn it. Scale and rotate it then. It will still billboard and invalidate your efforts. What is this Y billboard? I do be curious about that. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll disable billboarding and then we'll rotate it on the Z-axis. And then we'll see how that looks. Animated sprite 3D dot flag set flag. How do I? What is this? Property billboard. Billboard equals 0. All right, great. Ah, well. Okay. So there's a problem. Oh shoot. No, I wanted those to be parallel. I bet this would work if those were parallel. Dot parallel. Dot set parallel. Godot parallel tweens. Because what we can do is when the sprite dies, face the player. And then whatever happens after that, it's fine. I'm fine with that. Property parallel, set parallel. Oof, no such thing as parallel. That's ridiculous. What do you mean does not exist? Okay. Yeah. That's fine. I just need them to face me when they die. I don't mind them doing this. Like, oh, it's really annoying that I can't rotate them while billboarded though. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. I can't just like flip H and then flip V, flip offset. Let me just read a little more. Maybe there is a way. What is Y billboarding? Hmm. Can I just copy this function and then replace my billboarding with this? What is all this? Okay. Oh, that's a shader. Okay. That's why it looks like it belongs in math homework. All right, let's just grab this. And let's just try it out, because why not? Can I find? Okay, yeah, this is cursed. Let's not. This is an old version of Godot. So the code, I could troubleshoot it, but billboard 8-way sprite rotating relative to the camera. There must be, okay, so changing the facing. Feels like wait a minute. I think I can just fix this code, because this should be global position, camera 3D, and then if I run this, can't call get camera on this. There we go. I don't know what's going on there. But then they billboard right back. It's actually kind of cool that they rotate when they die. It does look, it looks like a stylistic choice rather than garbage. But then they rotate. Oh, it's probably because I'm setting the billboard here. That's probably contradicting. No, it isn't. I actually need to turn billboarding off. Okay, let's try that. Why do they snap like that? Okay. What is this code doing? So we get the camera, we get a look position. That's just where the camera is looking. If the billboard should be upright, look at the camera. Should we be setting the sprite location instead? Sprite rotation? Like so? This should be a vector 3, not a float. What? It should be a float? Rotate object local. That's still maybe what I want to rotate. So do something like that, and then yeah, hey, that works. Okay, and I'm perfectly fine with them being like this. They're still billboarding. A+. This is some good code. It's just look at and rotate object local. Hold on, I'll be right back. I mean, this is some pretty simple code. Good stuff. Look at and then rotate. Those are cool functions. I did not know those were a thing. Does the GitHub explain how that code works? I really got to learn what this basis is and what an like. This feels like it's really simple. It's not complicated. And it's worth, I guess, probably like 30 minutes to learn what's going on here. But this is fine. So all we need now, this makes my life easier. So all I need now is a shooting animation and a standing animation for every mob. And that is doable. Maybe the speed at which these guys update should be dependent on their like actual speed. So like 10 divided by speed. Maybe 20 divided by speed. No, maybe 40 divided by speed. This is gonna look stupid, isn't it? I mean, that makes them look really fast. Hold on, wait, what do they look like when they get really close? Why is that guy so deep in the ground? Maybe I shouldn't have them like go that deep. 0.0. That's exactly. Wait, what? Didn't I change that? Why does it not look like it's changed at all? Yeah, okay. Wasn't there supposed to be a hint tile? Have I been skipping it? Yeah, there it is. All right. What was I doing? I forgot. I think I was modifying this. It makes it pretty fast, but whatever. I think I need to alter their AI as well to make them approach the player at least some of the time instead of just literally randomly moving around. They won't have logic to open doors because, oh, I don't know. Sure, whatever. This is fine. This will give me enough of an edge to actually make the sprites for these, and that's really what's been holding me back. I guess I could make this enemy. Just to prove that I can make enemies. Because the difference in enemies should be how much health they have, how much damage they have, how fast they move, their movement strategy as well? Question mark. And they should look different. It's mainly them looking different, honestly. I need to have a resource here. Oh, I haven't done that. Oh, I don't even have mobs. Mobs. Script. Basic. Okay, why is... Oh, no, just kidding. Spacing out. Basic mob. Introducing basic mob. You have a script. Okay, and then we're gonna just take a little bit of the mob stuff. We're gonna take the speed out. That is something that's defined here now. We have to go back to the mob because I made a constant that was reliant on what if we just take this out? Anim update interval. And then we go back to the mob. Oh, that's not how we access scripts. There we go. We do need a var mob data. So that needs to be set. And if that's not set, then we just can't do anything. So speed mob data dot speed anim This feels ugly. I guess what we could do actually is it's like speed divided by 30. Nope. 30.0 divided by speed. No, that's gross. This really should be a constant. Yeah. Check think time. Shoot chance should be moved over as well. Is there a way to split screen scripts? No. I mean, maybe, but that wasn't the button. Okay, let's go to mob, shoot chance, mob data dot shoot chance. Okay, and then in the think, if no mob data, return. We don't think until we have mob data. That's just unheard of. Check think time. Do we want that to be set by the mob as well? Not really. I guess so. Tinkering with this does produce different mobs. So if I lower this to 4.5, mobs are going to be walking into walls a lot. Oh, also they're just going to look stupid until they wake up. Give them a minute. Oh, I never gave them mob data, so this is stupid. Hold on, let's give them mob data. Level handler, level loader, we need you to inject some mob data into these mobs now. Okay. Ooh. We can't, this cannot inherit from node, and also all this is nonsense. You're very right. All right, everyone's woken up now. We've confirmed that people can wake up. If we change this to 4.5. Yeah, everyone's running into walls because it takes them 4.5 seconds to change course. That produces a different mob. Maybe I want that to be a settable thing because I could also set it to like 0.25 to make like a really fast mob. So I think I will move this into the mob data. Mob, check, think time. All right, great. We want to also have the sprite be pulled in from the mob data. I think right now that's just hard coded. I don't think we're gonna have an animated sprite 3D. Yeah, we're not really doing this anyway. So we're not doing this. We're not doing this. This can just be a sprite 3D, both of those. Same with that. Oh, is this actually the right number? Maybe it isn't. That's kind of... It makes them look more animated. But not to an extreme degree. So yeah, no, this is better. 6. Maybe try 4. I mean, one was nonsense. 1 was hilarious, but perhaps 4. No, 4 is too much. 6 was fine. Okay. If we just change this animated sprite 3D to a sprite 3D right now, how much of a problem is that? How are we loading this sprite in our items? Ah, when we set the item data, we're grabbing the sprite. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Let's just copy that logic directly into the mob logic. All we need now. Unexpected indent in body. Oh, there we go. All we need now is a sprite path in our that may not work, but it's fine. Var sprite path equals load preload. I think if we try and load this sprite sheet, it will look stupid because, well, it just will. It's just how it is. Oh, also we don't have the sprite 3D. This is now sprite 3D. Change type, sprite 3D. You've been promoted. You don't have a texture anymore. That's fine. Let's go ahead and take all animated sprite 3Ds and turn them to sprite 3Ds. Can't call load. Oh, okay. This should not. I should not be calling load here. I should not be calling load in the data. That makes sense. Yeah. Let's just make this an actual string. What? What do you mean null instance? Didn't I change this? Oh, it's still called Sprite 3D. Or it's still called Animated Sprite 3D. That's smart. There we go. All right, now what abominations? Yeah, no, that's fair. This is all fair. Because there's like 5 sprites. Maybe I should include a sprite size. Or sprite 3D dot, where is it? There's a way to say, yo, only get the first 64 pixels. Oh, animation. Here it is. H frame 1, V frame 5. We'll just set that for now, but we'll get rid of it as soon as we decommission. That's not right. That's not right at all. Oh, I know why that's happening. I know why that's happening. Because I had planned on drawing more sprites, so I left the space for myself to do that. Oh, I think we need a flinch. We need a flinch animation, so we can rotate them slightly whenever they take damage. Mob health component. Is there a on take damage on health change? Yeah. So mob. Whenever you're ready. Health component dot on take damage dot connect. Okay, what was it called? Oh, on health. First of all, on health change, but also we need that $sign there. Connect, take damage, func, take damage. Probably don't need this. We just want to like reset the think and the anim time. And then we want to rotate a little bit, but then we want to reset the rotation. Tween. Should I have this var tween here? Should just have a var tween. Tween dot tween. tween property self sprite rotation deg to rad 5 0.3 tween property self sprite rotation deg to rad 0.3. Okay, we might need to have like a death like tween stop tween. Oh, also I need to do less damage with my gun because my gun one-shots them. Oops. I said my gun one-shots them. Can it not one-shot them? All right, we don't need to mess with the tween, but I would prefer if my gun like didn't one-shot them. Why is it one-shotting them? They have 100 health. On death. Oh, it's because I didn't do that. I see. We should arrest their movement too if we shoot them. So, mob. Go back to the mob. I should just call this function pain. Because that's what it's supposed to be. Velocity equals 0. Movement equals 0. It's not working. Let me look at the think. Velocity equals 0. Stop moving when I shoot you, damn it. Okay. This is kind of important. Maybe the anim update time needs to be set to like -10 or something. What? What? Oops. Oh, that's not going to work. I added some A's to that code. Could not resolve external class add mob. You can resolve that class. Believe in yourself. All right. We have to give them 10 seconds because apparently the pain function gets called when they are spawned because their health is being set. Let me try setting this to like that. Okay, that does work. Maybe the think time is just really low and that's why they're... let me up the damage on my pistol. I think the tilt needs to be more extreme. It's too subtle. The flinch needs to be faster, so maybe 0.2, and then let's increase to 9 degrees. No, it needs to be even more extreme. 15 degrees. 1. It's like, how hard do I have to tilt this guy? Yeah, there we go. That's some pain. Okay, that's good. That feels better. What if we keep going? Let's stick to that. Maybe if we go 30 degrees. This is ridiculous, but what if... I don't hate that. I actually don't hate that, but I will keep an open mind. Keeping an open mind. I don't want it so that it takes 10 shots to kill a guard. I think we might need also to have an on death drop an item. Let's have them drop a pistol ammo when they die. So we'll do that and then I'll move on to my last thing because I'm running out of time. Function on death. Var loot equals packed scene equals item. Okay, so we'll take loot. Dot. I don't think we can actually... I don't think we can add a... We can get parent or anything from here because we're not a node. So we could return the... we could have a function like death loot. Item. Oh, I'm sorry. Item isn't real? Okay, it's fine. I just won't tell you what it is then. Really? We never... loot dot item data equals load item bullets. Is there anything else we needed to do? Set the position. Okay. Chord.x. Oh, this can just be 0. And then in the mob, on death, death loot, mob data dot death loot, var loot equals loot dot position equals self dot position loot dot position dot z equals self dot position dot z. Add child, nope. Get parent dot add child loot. And I'm not sure do it. Oh, I need a bigger gun. There it is. There's our loot. We just picked it up. We're playing the game now. These nerds be dropping loot. I should make that an optional function because I don't want loot to be mandatory. If something like that. All right, let's see it. Didn't crash. Excellent. Oh, that guy didn't drop loot if I killed him with a grenade. Oh no, they did. It's just it didn't go into my. It's not. It's not. He doesn't drop grenades, so I wouldn't gain grenades. Yeah, but I'm getting pistol ammo. Okay, that's fine. Okay, cool. Let me just finish the level to prove that I can finish the level, and then. Okay, cool. I proved it. Am I cool with the speed at which people are dying? Before I move on, let me just... Maybe I can speed that up a little. Yeah, it might actually be faster. It might be better to speed this up. It actually might be cool to have that be a random speed. Like, rand f, or I should say rand range. Point 0.2, 0.6. it might be more fun if they all die at different speeds. I'm not sure that that function is working because it looks like everyone's dying. Everyone's supposed to be dying at a random speed, but everyone's just randomly dying basically the same. Okay. I think the twitch is because the pain, they're dying faster than the pain can finish. But you know what? The death twitch, I'm okay with. I'm okay with that. Uh-oh. That's not supposed to happen. All right. Too fast. Oh, you know what? It's probably because this twitch is so as long as this takes longer than this can possibly go, then that can't happen. I need you all to die for my experiment. What if I have this be really long? Like, because I would not, I would like it to be so that when two dudes die, they don't die at the same speed. Which I feel like is what is happening. Yeah, like that. Oh, no, that one definitely landed a little later. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. This is fine. Oh, shoot. I never got the gold key. Whatever. Hey, let's move on to the last thing. What was it again? What was I doing? Oh, yeah, the sixth sense. I think that's important. So we're going to add a new item. And all it's going to do is going to set sixth sense to true on the player. And then the sixth sense is going to be an actual... This is not the player. Get that out of here. You're done. I don't need you. Sixth sense is going to be a area 3D. Purpose of this area 3D is if we're going to give it a collision shape 3D, and it's going to be a, I guess it can be a box. I think a cylinder is more performant. I want it to be a 4x0 cylinder. We're going to look for secret walls. Oh, this is how I set this shape. Okay, we want the shape to be actually not that. 0.5, the radius to 4 meters. We only want to collide with walls. So I don't mind moving this up 0.1 so it doesn't collide with the floor. Let's make it small for now. Okay. How do I set, oh, that's done in here. How do I set what you collide with? Gravity? No. Linear damp. Angular damp. Wind? You're in Area 3D. Start acting like it. Collision. Here we go. This is what I want. We don't collide with anything. Right? Yeah. Okay. We don't collide with anything, but we do look for, let's look for layer 3. And then I need to go to the cell and make sure all of the secret walls are on layer 3. So that's actually done in code. So when we create secret walls, where is it? Add secret wall. Wall dot layer. How do I, what is a wall? A wall is a mesh instance 3D. The mesh instance 3D has a layer. No, this is a drawing layer. No, I need the physics layer. Oh, that's a collision shape. Okay, yeah. Collision shape. Static body. Or is it? Is it actually the Visual Instance 3D? How are we colliding with this thing? Where is its physics? Don't tell me it's up here. Collision. Oh, it's in the static body 3D. Okay. So we just go get node static body 3D dot layer. I need it to be 3 and 1. Bit 0 value 1, bit 2 value 4. Let me just Godot. How do I set Godot set collision layer encode? Because I don't want to do bit masking in my brain. Set collision layer value 3 true. Thank you. Okay, and then we go back to our area 3D. I'm just going to signal when body entered. I just want to know, is there a secret wall in this area? And that's on bitmask 3. Connect. Let's just print yo. Oh, I don't have any secret walls on this map. I do on map 2. Probably would have been easier to just remake the map with a secret wall, but you know what? Oh. This is a null instance, you say? What is this? Add secret wall. Where are we calling that function? Look at that. Okay, so wall is actually a packed secret wall. Packed secret wall is a secret wall. Oh, it's actually a different scene. Entirely different scene, of course. Of course it is. It's in levels, subcomponents. It has its own script. It has its own static body. Oh, this is perfect. Okay, great. All we have to do here is just doop. All right, all that thing we did in the code, unnecessary. Get that out of here. We didn't need to do any of that. Go back here. This never happened. A+. Let's go ahead and go to level 1. I'm just going to go ahead and give myself a secret wall to play with. Oh, I got a yo. We got another yo. Yo. It works. Okay, but that's... I want this to tell me how many secrets there are. And if there are 0, turn the thing off. And if there are more than 0, turn the thing on. And I'm actually cool with just polling that every second. Or even every 2 seconds. In the physics thing. So is there a way for us to process gravity priority monitoring? If true, detects bodies or areas entering and exiting it. I don't know what that means. I just want to poll this thing. I don't want it to actually give me a signal. Despite the fact that I set up a signal. I'm perfectly happy just polling it. Can we open the docs? Tell me about get overlapping areas. Has overlapping areas. Okay, let's just go in the player and let's call that function. Player. I know we have a physics process. Okay. Print area 3D dot has overlapping areas. I'm just going to get spammed with false forever. There's no overlapping. Okay. That's not what we want. Can we do better? Get overlapping areas. Get overlapping bodies. That's probably what we want. All right. False, 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 false. False, 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 false. Maybe I have to turn monitoring on. For that to... Yes, I do have to have monitoring on. Okay, so I do need this. I can disconnect the signal though, because what we're just going to do is we're just going to pull every 2 seconds, I guess. Oh, we could have kept that signal. We can keep that signal. What we'll do is whenever a secret wall comes into our area, we will turn on a little light bulb on the UI. We can add it to the face box. Add child node. Let's just call it label for now. Secret sense. Secret. We'll just hide that. The player will make that visible when, yeah, secret, and then that will go away. It'll wait 2 seconds. It'll go, is there still a secret? And then if there is, keep it on screen. Otherwise, make it go away. But we will refresh it every time a secret comes into our secret hole. Why am I not getting the script? Why do I keep clicking this expecting code to happen when I'm clicking on the scene? I'll never stop making that mistake. Okay, so we can just get parent. What we can do is we have secret sense now. Secret sense dot visible equals true. Let's have a timeout. Const secret sense timeout equals 2.0 var secret sense timer. There we go. Thank you, Twitch. If I make this so that, okay, instead of printing yo, let's get secret sense dot visible equals true. And then in here, if secret sense dot visible, then let's also set the secret sense timer to 0. Great. What do you mean expected an if block? Oh, up here, that's right. I was doing a thing and then I spaced out. Secret sense timer plus equals delta. If secret sense timer is greater than secret sense timeout, let's do a check. If we don't have overlapping bodies, then secret sense dot visible equals false. Else boom, we don't need this print anymore. We're done. Okay, I walk near this, secret. I move away, it goes away. I walk near it, secret, it goes away. One more thing though. If secret sense. Okay, all we need now is an item whose job it is to set this to true. Why is this variable secrets? Oh shoot. Shoot. We just need an item whose sole job it is to set the player's secret sense to true. We're going to go ahead and make a new script here. But first we're going to make a resource. Secret sense. Create new secret sense. Ba-dum, bum. I would like to grab this. On stepped on. We have the body of who stepped on us. Body dot secret sense equals true. Return true. We're done. I don't want this to be a med kit. We'll just make it a Godot icon for now. All we have to do is teach our level loader what the heck we just added, and then we're good. But before that, entity 22. 22, okay. Level loader 22. How did we miss 2-1? Is 2-1 anything? Somehow 2-1 is nothing, but I added it in anyway. That doesn't seem right. Ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-da-ba. Oops. Okay. And then we just add it somewhere. We can add it in here. Oh yeah, now I have the ability to sense secrets. There's one. It was right there the whole time. Yes. I don't think I have enough bullets to kill these guys. Yeah, I don't. Oh, but wait a minute. Yes. Yes, this feels like a game. This is paying off. I was worried that this would be nonsense. Come here, you. All right. You know, I need to add mouse look at some point. I need to do that soon. Negative 160 health. I don't care. I never implemented death. Maybe I never will. Secret. I think I want to make that radius larger. All of that just to say, oops, this should be 4 meters, not 2 meters. No secret, no secret, no secret, but now, secret. Oh yeah. 4 meters might not be enough. It might be need to be 8 meters. Hey, a hint. Nice. Oh, secrets. Yes. Yeah, because the larger the radius, the less useful it is at pinpointing exactly where the secret is. So, like, if it's a really wide radius and you get the secret pop up, well, it could be anywhere. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, there's a balancing act. Anyway, that's it. that's all I wanted to do today. Let me try one more thing. One more thing. In the level loader, when we have a door, we have a function. We put the door into a door dict. And then at some point the door dict, I think what I want to do is, in addition to all this, I would also like to, I made it so that the elevator texture overrides the whatever wall texture is there. Let's try that for all doors. Well, not all doors. Okay, that's not what I had in mind. Oh, shoot. That's not what I had in mind. I wanted the elevator texture specifically, but I see that my code is gonna be a little difficult. This right here, that won't do. I need to fix that. But I'm not fixing that right now. I'm done. I'm out of energy. Don't want to push myself. What progress, though? We got this in. We got the meshes hint tile in. This is huge. And things are set up now so that it should be theoretically easier for me to get art for these guys. And then I'm not going to really stream the making of the resource files for these guys, but presumably I can make a variety of dudes here. And then after that, this weekend, we're just gonna make levels. Anything that's not done here, which will be most of this, that's just the nature of things. We're not gonna get flashlight or laser sight, probably, but we are gonna make levels for the last week of the jam. And then we're going to make a game. Great. I might stream Friday. I don't know what I do on stream, though. That's kind of the problem, because I just need to jam out art. If I have the time, I will stream Friday. Otherwise, we'll be streaming this weekend. Leveled Met generation time. Fun. I think we can get this done pretty quickly. And this actually pretty quickly as well. I don't know how valuable that is. Yeah. Anyway, this is where I leave it. I'm making good progress. So draining. Thanks everybody for watching. Hope you had a good time. Hope this was fun. See you all next time.